Now that we have our trig functions clearly defined, in section 5.3 we're asked to be able to use the unit circle to find the value of some of these trig functions. Well, here we are asked in problem 14 for the sine of 90 degrees, and if you draw a picture of that, 90 degrees you'll see gives you a terminal point at 0, 1, an x-coordinate of 0 and a y-coordinate of 1. Well, remember from our earlier definition that sine is y over the radius. And here we're assuming a true unit circle. Well, the y-coordinate of this point is 1, and since it's a unit circle, the radius is also 1. So the sine of 90 degrees is equal to 1. Similarly, on number 15, we've got tangent of 360. Well, 360 is going around the entire circle once. So we end up with a terminal point where x is 1 and y is 0. And from our earlier definition, we said that tangent is always equal to y over x. Well, in this case, the y-coordinate is 0, the x-coordinate is 1, so the tangent of 360 is equal to 0. All right, here we have the cotangent of negative 180. Remember, negative 180, rather than going counterclockwise, will now go clockwise since the angle is negative. So, going 180 degrees clockwise, we end up with a terminal point at negative 1, 0. Okay, so tangent, recall, is y over x, and cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So then cotangent is x over y. Well, in this case, the x-coordinate is negative 1, and the y-coordinate is 0. But notice that this fraction has 0 in the denominator, so then our result is what's known as an undefined result. And so that's what we would answer on this, is that cotangent of negative 180 degrees is undefined. Now let's look at problem 18. Cosine of negative 270 degrees. Well, that means going 270 degrees clockwise because it is a negative angle, which gives us the terminal point of 0, 1. So from our earlier definition, cosine is the x-coordinate, which in this case is 0, over the radius, which we're using a unit circle, so the radius is always 1. So that tells me then that cosine of negative 270 is equal to 0.